Okay, you pretend you're Jesus. I don't. Hopefully, you don't feel this is blasphemous, but let's put it this way: you answered the way you think Jesus would have answered. So I get in a time machine and I meet Jesus, you, and I ask you, how old is the Earth? Is it thousands of years old, billions? What do you think Jesus would say?
He may have been agnostic, but he may very well have reflected the common understanding of the time. I wouldn't think that that's a culpability. So that I don't see, first of all, I don't see
I'm
that
just
there's any
asking for the.
tension. Yeah,
I'm just asking what you think Jesus said. I don't need an explanation. I just like
sure.
because you made a very interesting statement that Jesus could have said
Yeah,
things that were incorrect, but yet still be God.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think that you have to be careful otherwise about falling into the trap of Apollinarianism, which would be to deny the human psychology of Jesus.
So do you think Jesus actually believed that there was a man named Adam who was formed out of the dust and Eve who was formed from his rib? Do you think he would have?
I I think that he believed that, but I'm somewhat speculating, but I think it's reasonable to think that he believed that.
Do you
And I
think?
also think that there are some Christians today who don't believe that based upon scientific evidence.
Yeah, I'm talking about we're in a time machine.
Like,
This is that.
yeah, yeah,
I like this thought experiment. We'll call it the Jesus thought experiment.
yeah.
So now, I ask Jesus, did at one point in history did you or God really flood the earth? What do you think he would have said?
Ah, that's another good question. Part of the issue here, that this gets into a much bigger and broader theological question, which is to how do we understand divine action as it's presented in Scripture?
So your answer, if I went back in a time machine and if you were playing the part of Jesus and I asked, did you or God at one time flood people, drown people, you would say, as Jesus, probably yes. Is that correct?
I think that Jesus may very likely would have believed that there was a global flood.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then if I asked, so I'm basically like a 60 Minutes interviewer, and I'm interviewing Jesus here back 2,000 years ago. And if I was to ask, did you or God really say to people, to Moses, for example, to kill women and children? Did you really say that in history? What do you think Jesus would say?
So this gets into where I would share a lot of the similar views to someone like Greg Boyd,